tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers. Don't make it don't take a tumble. Welcome to another after show for Queens of Drama. We are rounding out this season with some of the final episodes, so things are getting juicy and it's getting interesting. We're finally seeing things come together. I'm your host, Grant Rutter, and joining me, the panel is all here.
I am Guy David, and you can find me on Twitter at Guy and a Girl Show, as usual.
And I am Mark J Freeman, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Lorraine Love, LORAYNELOVE.
That's a very funny Twitter handle, by the way.
I always laugh when you say that.
Yeah, I know. It makes sense if you know me.
Right.
So, by bizarre ways, Google Lorraine Love, and it'll all be explained
There you go,
very
yeah.
quickly. And you guys, we just also wanted to mention, too, that we do read your tweets and comments, and we love them. Guy was just talking about one of the tweets that he got earlier and how much he loves getting on.
we have good fans. I mean,
We do.
I'm always tweeting I feel like negative stuff, and there's one girl in particular, Brittany, she'll be watching.
Yeah.
She always tweets back advice, and she goes and finds the advice. It's not just random advice. She gives me quotes and stuff.
She's great.
Big shout out to you. You guys know her too, right?
Yeah, no, I'm always grateful. It's great to hear from them, especially when they're excited to hear your take on the show.
Exactly.
Like, are they like looking forward to it? Because I thought I was the only one that looked forward to doing it.
You inspired me. You were the guy from the start that's like, this show. And it's turned out well. I enjoy it. It's my first afternoon show. Great memories.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely. I'm glad we did it.
But also, don't forget that we love the tweets and the comments. Please keep doing them. But you can also now go to podcast1.com and do a very important listener survey for us. It will only take you about 3 minutes of your time. So if you have the time, and please make the time, because we want to know how you feel about everything that's happening here on this show, on other shows, how we're doing, how much you like my hair. And my butterfly. Christie, it's for you.
Bonus points for the butterfly
Right?
clap.
So make sure you guys check out podcast1.com. That's podcast1.com.
Did you go buy that, or where did Christie
This
give
is
it
the
to
one
you?
she gave me, and I kept saying I was going to wear it since she gave it to me, and then I kept forgetting it.
I was
and then
excited.
I made one that you guys saw me make one to stick in my hair, and then I left it stuck to the couch.
Better like
Well, I was excited to see this. This was on the other couch when I walked in. I was like,
Yeah,
he's got it.
I clipped it actually to my key ring, so I wouldn't forget them when I left the house.
I
So,
like it. I
Christie,
approve.
I finally did it for you. All right.
Well, let's talk about this episode. Last week, we saw Lisa, oh God. We saw Lindsay's boyfriend, Jason, get this job. It was in
Yes.
New York, so it was kind of like, is he going to leave? Is she going to go with him? What's going to happen? And then now we're learning that he's not going to go. He's going to stay. He thinks there's a lot of good stuff going on there with Lindsay. And, I mean, in a way, he's right. He's got cameras in his bedroom with his girlfriend. They've got a project, that they're already working on.
Which I just would like to say thank you.
here we go. All I've heard is about him the whole time. I'm sick of it.
There are women on the show?
I believe-
I only see Jason. I
believe you requested to have brunch on his chest.
You're not supposed to repeat that. I'm a married lady.
He needs,
I love it. It's great. Why the hell not?
he needs a new dad bod thing. He's got to drink some beers and
Lindsay
eat some
might be
burgers.
watching. I don't want her to yell at me.
When you guys watched that scene, did you guys think, this is what I thought, I started comparing it to my life. I thought, like a hosting big paying job in New York, would I stay for my girlfriend? Give up an opportunity like that. Mm-hmm. It's hard to turn that opportunity down. I mean, Lindsay, that's real love or stupidity. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I wonder if it's a pilot or if it's maybe like a short story arc, or I wonder if it's like someone like on NCIS that's going to be on for years and years. Like that's a gig you don't turn down no matter what.
Right.
But if it's if it's like, okay, I'm going to be like do a guest role, maybe it's not the right time.
He did say too. He's like, you're my good luck charm. I feel like good things have only happened since we've been together, so I'm gonna.
He also said something the previous week when he got the gig. We saw the raw emotion, so the gig meant a lot to him. Didn't he say, like, this is my big break? Or he said some words like that?
Something along those lines, I think.
So just to then turn it down, I thought that was interesting, but romantic. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Would I turn it down? Don't know.
I'm just glad they didn't make it seem like he was turning it down so he could go and work on this project, because it's clearly a sizzle reel, and it's not like a real big, like, out of the gate project.
Did we know
yet.
that he's cast? Is that a fact?
No.
That wasn't discussed.
No, that was not discussed, no.
And I was trying to tell in that clip that, they showed it real fast, that with Lindsay and the whip. Is that him? I couldn't tell if that was him or not.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I have to say, too, since we're talking about this moment between Lindsay and Jason, Lindsay's reaction was so, like, my heart just melted. Like, the look on her face when he said, no, I think I'm going to stay, too. It was one of those moments where, like, if that was acting, fantastic. You sold it to me 100%, because it really felt like that was the first time she had heard that.
Can I ask you guys a question? You guys are more experienced than I am. How do they just have the cameras in the room and they're just going on, just shooting, and they're waiting for a moment like that? What do you think?
No, I think what it is they have the cameras are there, and they kind of like everyone kind of gets comfortable. I think it's like a few minutes of like, the camera's kind of figuring out the blocking. So they're going to be like, okay, well, she's on the side of the bed, whatever. I don't think they're having this conversation, but I think the crew is figuring that out. And then there's a story producer on site, and I believe they're kind of like, here are the beats that need to be played in this scene. This is what I got from speaking to them when they were here in the studio, and just kind of my knowledge of just, how things are done, because there are people on set, there are people there that have to move the story along and have to hit certain points. Because there's a budget to all these episodes. They're only allowed so much, so they have to get things done. So I believe it's like, okay, in this scene, you guys are going to talk about, Jason's future, your future together, and, and stuff like that. I mean, this is just me. I've not done this. I've not seen this one. Like,
that makes sense.
This is how I think it comes together, more or less.
I was curious because it's just a touching moment. There's been a few they've got between them.
Well, he did say he was up since 4 a.m, so I think he got up at 4, let them in.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing, because it's like, first of all, if I knew someone was coming to my house to record me in bed, I wouldn't be. I couldn't fall asleep.
I wish I woke up and looked as good as Lindsay.
They're just a good-looking couple.
Lindsay, I'm jealous.
People around the world can be jealous of them. You just say too good.
Yeah.
They're just born good-looking.
Yeah.
They're a good-looking couple.
They are.
They're one of the few that we get an inside look at what's going on inside of their house. Yeah. And that's what I love about Lindsay. I feel like we said this a few weeks ago. Like, she's like ride or die with these projects. Yeah. She's all in. She's committed. She's like, she was like the last one on that set for Passions, the last one on that set for All My Children.
She closed the door and locked the set.
Yeah, like I love it. I think it's fantastic, and that's how I think like it's like admirable to be so like just like you're so into what you're doing and you're there till the end. It's very admirable, especially in this business when there are so many people that are flakes and they just kind of go with the wind.
Yeah.
So I like that. But what was my point here? What am I saying? I completely.
I mean, speaking about going in the wind, I got a bone to pick with you. You guys keep telling me Vanessa is coming back. Every week I sit here, you're like, she's on the front title, whatever. She's coming back. There's one episode left, and she's not back yet.
I think
she'll be back. Yeah,
she's coming back.
Yeah.
Is she just going to walk in and say?
We'll keep telling you.
This is why they're doing it, because they want this kind of reaction.
You've done this to me 3 weeks in a row.
You're Uddy in there.
And then I think you guys know some inside stuff, and you're not telling me because I'm the third wheel, because you're so nonchalant about it. You just say, yeah, she's coming back. Just don't worry.
Oh, wait, hold on. Vanessa's calling.
I wouldn't be surprised. You've been texting everyone all day during the show. I hope she comes back. I miss her.
I think she will. I wrote no Vanessa again in my notes, but I think she'll be back.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to.
And I'm wondering if I was thinking about this too, because I noticed.
Still thinking about
that.
What am I talking about? I never do this, but it was a good point. Damn it! All right, go ahead.
Because I think that stuff at the beginning of the season, where she was talking about not really wanting to be in it a lot, I think was kind of setting up this, because I'm guessing maybe she couldn't be around. So they're like, well, we have to have a reason for you to not be around. So I think maybe that was kind of set up that she couldn't be around, and then
Right. I've recovered my point. What I was saying about Lindsay was that we get to see inside of her house, but we were not really. We saw a little bit with Hunter and her husband, but we're not really seeing too much of the personal lives of these girls. Well, we've never been to Crystal's house. I don't know anyone in Crystal's life, but I feel
have you
like.
even been to Crystal's house? Am I the only one? I'm kidding. I'm totally.
I wasn't
Good night,
acting
people.
surprised.
Good night. Oh my God! All right,
You're
one
getting
more.
cocky.
You're allowed one more, and then I'm really
If
leaving.
Crystal and Lindsay and all them are watching, can you just delete him on Twitter? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm hearing too much of it.
I don't even say it. You guys always mention that, not me.
That is the biggest load of rubbish.
I know.
I'll just
I
text
can't
Lindsay
even
now. I'll
acknowledge
just text
this.
Crystal now.
We're not even gonna go there.
Well, I always wanted to see more of these girls, and that's why I gravitate towards Lindsay so much. Because Lindsay's out there. She was at the jewelry store. She's like in every scene. People love to do scenes with this girl.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy her quite a bit. And I really have come to like all of them, for the for the most part. Yes. Let's make a quick transition. And as much as we like these women, maybe they might be interested in a new project. They've got a lot going on, but they might be interested in this. Perhaps you will be too. We want to tell you about a really cool and exciting project coming up. You can now apply to Dance Battle America, ABC's newest competition special. From our very own AfterBuzz TV founder and host, of course, Maria Menounos, and Julianne Hough from Dancing with the Stars. You know her. This is a new special, Dance Battle America. During the holiday season about 2 years ago, Julianne and Maria, they kind of engaged in a back and forth of social media I remember this quite a bit with these dance battles. And so once the challenge took off, other celebrities jumped in. So like Kate Hudson was one of them, Amber Riley from Glee. So like really, became quite popular. And now the ladies are challenging everyone in America to battle it out for a chance to fly to LA and compete in a dance show. So
that's
really
cool.
Interesting, new, fresh idea. And here's an opportunity of a lifetime. If you want a chance to dance on network television, which is rare these days.
Yeah.
Then you can, no, I mean that. No, I'm not saying that in a shady way.
No, I agree. I agree.
Because it's like a lot of the things are changing in the TV landscape, and it's like certain shows are kind of going away. So yeah, here's a chance. You can apply on dancebattleamericacasting.com. So that's www.dancebattleamericacasting.com for more information and how to submit your video. And of course, you're going to want to submit your video on social media as well using the hashtag DanceBattleABC.
And I will be applying.
I was gonna say.
I think it's really interesting. And
I can't dance at all.
Which probably means you'll get on the show.
Zero. I dance like slow dancing to hip hop sort of stuff. I've got no rhythm at all. Anyway.
I think they're going to get a lot of submissions because a lot of people have good talent. They want to get on TV. It's like this is an alternative way than like waiting in line to go and like dance in front of like that crazy woman from So You Think You Can Dance. I can't think of any other way. So this is something fresh and new, and it's
this will be a
interesting.
great show.
I think it'll be fun too.
Yeah,
I do.
Absolutely. Well, someone who's not having too much fun is Christie. Christie's a little let down. She's got 3 lines in this sizzle, which I was like, okay, well, if it's a sizzle, that's okay. But then we learn that all these women have 2 scenes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what is this sizzle exactly? How long are these scenes?
Yeah, how long is the sizzle reel?
I don't know.
It's a few minutes, right?
I have no idea.
It's like 10, 15, 20 at most.
Right.
I would think, but they're doing like these like green screen stand-ups to profile the characters, which I think is very smart.
Which I really enjoyed
Me
watching
too.
as
It's
well.
my favourite bits.
Yeah.
But didn't they take Christie's? Wasn't it Christie's script they went with? Christie and Vanessa's?
Yes.
No. And now Christie's been getting taken out of it, and Vanessa's non-existent, but they've still got their script.
And I totally understand where Christie's coming from, because she's like, this is exactly what I didn't want. I wanted to be able to kind of be my own character and not be a guest star. And that's how she feels. So it's kind of like bittersweet, in this situation. Because here she is in a new, fresh project. And
who decides that? Who decides to give a...
We haven't really seen
3
this
scenes.
play out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, who just said you have 3 lines?
Yeah. Well, we see from the clip from next week, she writes her own scene.
Yeah, I like that she's like, watch out, write my own. Like, good for her.
Atta girl.
Oh, I like that.
You're not going to give me one? I'm going to write one. It's the power of the butterfly. Hashtag power of the butterfly.
I don't blame her. She's sick of being the sidekick, so
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And, these other women, they seem to be pretty asserting themselves. So,
Yeah.
And I never viewed Christie as someone who would not, make things work for herself. She's not afraid to speak up. So good.
And
Yeah.
she's been let down because she got promised by Vanessa when Vanessa that she had the starring role too. So she had high hopes, and now it's just drop, which is painful when you have high hopes and someone hits you with something like that,
Right.
So she's upset. Can't blame her.
Yeah.
Well, Crystal came back with the comment that was interesting. From the beginning, we said that it was a little rocky with her. So now she's like questioning Donna if she's trustworthy.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that she isn't, but I'm looking at the group of women, and it does seem like Donna's on the left side of the table. And then the other three are on the other side. And if you watch a lot of the interviews, even this past week, Donna Mills went over to Entertainment Tonight, and then Christie, Lindsay, and Crystal, they all went over to Home and Family on Hallmark. And so they're and then they came here, the three of them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see.
Well, I did see
how
an
they space
interview though
themselves out.
with Vanessa, Donna, and Lindsay. Also, I think it was on Pop.
Okay.
I think it wasn't Pop. It was another network, but she was a part of that. But yeah, I know what you guys are saying.
So you think there's a bit of a divide there right now? And even what Donna did with E! Entertainment and they went to Hallmark? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, that's just an observation that
It's
they didn't do
interesting,
press
right?
together. I mean, I don't know, maybe perhaps they taped at the same time and they just had to do just a scheduling conflict.
Exactly.
I mean, I could be totally overreaching, but
It's
that's
worth
what I
asking
think.
the question, though, I think.
Yeah, it was interesting to me. I mean, this is just what we're going by. You know,
You think they do it together?
Yeah, and Hunter thinks Donna's setting her up too. Everyone's out to get Donna this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Hunter. Let's talk about the clothes, which I didn't see anything that awful. Did you see the shoulder
Well,
pads?
it did seem a little dated. What did I wrote it down? Crystal says, "I don't think anybody in the century wore this."
I mean, I couldn't get a good look.
It
I
did
couldn't
look a
see.
little dated. Sorry, Hunter, but it did.
All their reaction was the same.
But
All three of them.
but even Donna, if you notice when Donna, they didn't comment on it, but even when Donna walked in, she had a garment bag. So everybody brought stuff. So
I just want to sometimes know a bit more. I don't know if it's curiosity or not. I want to know how she got assigned to bring, what was it, St. John's? What was it?
St. John's or something.
St. John's, how
Yeah.
they came into it, how she bought all the clothes,
Yeah.
how she just assumed that the
Well,
girls
I
would wear
remember
the
them
clothes.
saying in another episode that she was doing wardrobe.
Right,
Wasn't that a
yes.
discussion? I feel like that was it was quick, but I feel
was-
like I
yeah.
did hear somebody say that she was going to do wardrobe and these people were going to do the scouting for the location,
yes.
which Christie and Lindsay did.
Because they were disgusted. It's disgusted's
They
an
were not
understatement.
happy.
I mean, Hunter just took one in the heart. Boom.
Yeah.
But if you think about, I mean, it seemed to me from what I was seeing. I mean, again, we couldn't see the rack that well, but it did look like it was more Hunter style
Yeah.
than anybody else's. And you have to, if I sent somebody shopping for me, they're probably not going to buy they're going to buy what they like, that they think that I would like, not necessarily what I would like.
Well, I questioned, was she really going shopping, or was this stuff that she had that was lent to her?
Well, she said that she got it lent.
It got
Yeah.
given to
Okay,
her by
yeah,
St. John's.
yeah.
But, they hated it.
Yeah, they were not having
And
it.
Hunter really took it personally, and she was really upset. And I can understand that, because the way I looked at it was that was her thing. That's what they told her to do. And as someone who's worked on set before, and if I had one task, and this happened to me recently, it's that's let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And then to have someone come in and redo it, or be like, well, this isn't right, or put their touch on it, it's well, then why am I here? So I can see why she'd be frustrated, because that was her thing. And everybody's involved in this project. We're not seeing too much of the logistical side of everything, which I would like to see
I would like to see more of that.
more of the
personally.
locations, kind of just I don't need to see whole scenes, but let's see them go to different places and map things out. We don't even know how many locations they need for the project.
Yeah, I have so many unanswered questions, and I think that's why they needed an hour a show. I mean, they've got to keep moving it on with half an hour, and there's so many things they're skipping over too, which is frustrating me.
Yeah.
Because I want to know how they came about this, how this happened.
Things get resolved very quickly. Like, it almost seems awkward at times when it's like, angry. Okay.
And I'm interested. You know, we're in the entertainment industry. I want to know the deeper part of this industry, and I think people in LA would love to too, because there's hundreds of thousands of people trying to get in the industry.
Yeah.
And they skip over that a little bit.
Yeah. I agree.
Right.
I second that.
Hunter Tylo feels like there's a conspiracy against her. She also pointed out that there was probably over $75,000 worth of clothes on one rack.
In one section, I think.
One section.
You had a weird look. I was watching you when she said that. When you were watching, you're like, it was a sigh.
It
was a big sigh.
You know what's so funny? I think it was...
Is it really $75,000?
Christie that actually on the show, when all that stuff with the drama with Hunter was happening, one of them, I think it was Christie, said... Hunter is being dramatic. And literally before, like, as she was saying it, I had just started writing Hunter is being dramatic. So it was kind of like, okay, that was kind of creepy. I was writing it as she was saying it, like, didn't know she was going to say it. So it was very, the whole thing, like, when she peeked through the thing was like, if you want to just wear trash bags, I'm like, okay, now you're being... That's when I was like, okay, now you're being dramatic.
She is very defensive, and I know she got some wardrobe and she had a point, but she still takes it very personally. Some things.
I feel like I can defend her with that. I just feel like that's like her thing that she was assigned to do, and she referenced problems that she's had with people on the set in the past, and I feel like she's down this road. None
of these women in particular.
No, I mean, it is unfair to put that on them, that they weren't, you know, the same people that created problems for her in the past. But that's her experience, and perhaps she's a very sensitive person.
And you know a lot about her, but I just know her from the show, and she's sensitive from what the show has portrayed her as.
Very sensitive. But she stepped it up for her. I have to say, watching them do their little bits about their characters was very interesting and very, like, it was probably the most captivating thing other than Jason in the morning. He loves sitting next to me. He loves that.
I agree, though. I agree with the other points.
But I thought they all did fantastic. You know, even Christie was like, oh, it's not my day, but when all was said and done, she nailed it.
Yeah.
You know, and Donna just looked amazing. Let's just say that again. She looked amazing.
Yes.
Those eyes in that dress was like perfection.
The wardrobe was good for me, except I wasn't too crazy about Lindsay's outfit. I don't get how that referenced anything. Was she wearing riding boots?
What was she wearing?
She was wearing boots. I don't know if they were riding. I couldn't tell from where I was, but or from the distance. But.
Was it all St. John's?
No,
I don't think so.
I heard there was a part where Crystal says, you brought jeans, right? Or denim or something like that. And then they handed her the blouse. So the blouse was on the rack. But whether she brought that or someone else brought it and she put it on, I don't know how that worked. But
I thought they were all great in that scene, though. I even liked Crystal's part. She's just...
I thought Crystal nailed it, too.
I thought they nailed it.
I actually I'm becoming a lot more intrigued by this show. Like the spin-off show.
Which that's what they should be doing.
I think I don't know. It's interesting, even though we've all agreed we aren't keen on the name, but whatevs.
What was the name again? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or something?
Very similar.
Right.
What was it? It was sex trucks, something, and minivans.
Minivans, I know that.
Yeah.
How did we already forget? Sex, something. Sex, secrets, sex, and minivans, something like that.
It was the worst title.
Further proof that this is not a resonating title for a show.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably a good point.
Like, I mean, if I talked about a show on TV called Desperate Housewives, you'd probably remember it.
Right.
You know? It's probably like, okay,
touche,
got it.
Grant, touche.
Got it.
Can we talk about how Crystal's done the biggest 180 I've ever seen in history?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, they even mentioned it.
She was...
I think Lindsay said something about it.
She was obnoxious, unpleasant, and everyone hated her. And now she's even the mediator. Now she's even getting in between people's fights and telling them to calm down. Yeah. And she's not as noticeable as much. Now I see her as a sweet, blonde, good-looking girl.
Yeah.
Before I saw her as this bitchy, good-looking girl with the attitude. You know, the sort of, if you're a guy, you just stay away from that sort of chick.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And she's completely turned around.
No,
I don't know if I like it or not, though.
I like it. I trust me. I think that crystal, that gritty crystal is still there. Don't worry. She'll be back.
It comes back.
She'll be back.
I'm trying to find the name of the show that they had. I'm trying to find the exact
And I have about
name.
12 of these notepads, so God only knows which. It's not in this one, I'm sure, but this is a new pad. So
it was 3, and it was minivans.
yeah,
3 was.
Yes.
I think it was secrets, sex, and minivans, wasn't it? Sex.
It had to,
secrets, and minivans?
if not one of them, It's similar, yes. So with
And I didn't
that-
bring. I'm sorry, I forgot my computer today to be even in the chat room. So I apologize, you guys.
Millions of people around the world are shattered.
I know. I'm sure they are.
Well, on that note, let's transition to news and gossip.
Alrighty.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So the ladies were on Home and Family, and they were talking about the show, and they've done a lot of press for this. I have to say, every week these ladies are somewhere, whether they were trying on the Marilyn Monroe gowns or whatever, and then they're super active on social media. So they were chatting, and they were talking about, they were asked on the show, well, what's the title of this show? And that's why I want to get the exact name of it correctly. And they're like, well, it's a work in progress. And none of them liked it. And they're like, yeah, we're fighting to kind of have it changed because it's not good.
okay.
So.
That's good news and
That's
gossip.
good news.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that either. You waited
I'm
for
saving.
me.
No, I'm saving it for this.
No, you could have told me back. I love it.
I need to know the name of this original thing because it's just so awful.
You're turning into Hunter. You're becoming very testy.
I'm worried I'm the third wheel. No, I actually like the way you did that.
never
You didn't
be.
tell me, and then you brought it up beautifully in news and notes.
Well, then there you go,
done.
yeah.
News and gossip.
So I was curious to see what it's going to change to. Of course, I cannot find this anywhere, but
Yeah.
But
of course.
it's so interesting you said that because obviously the general consensus, it's not just us.
Right.
No one, whoever did the title, apart from that person, no one else likes this title. It doesn't fit.
What can we do? We should do a hashtag. So everybody submit a suggestion, a new name suggestion with a hashtag rename QOD.
Yeah, I just don't know
Right?
much
Or
about
wait,
the show.
rename. What can we do? Queens of Drama.
Yeah.
I don't know much about
how
it to
can we- what
really
hashtag
get a
do we
good
use?
grasp
I don't
on
think
it.
anyone does either. It's
No,
I love
but if
the
it is
idea,
about
but
minivans,
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
So what do we
Yes.
know anyway? We know there's teachers, there's schools, there's sexy principals.
Yeah.
There's a serious woman like Donna playing the bitchy sort of role. What is that? What we know? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all have a 10-year-old child.
Right, there was all
That's kind of the-
revolving around a school.
Their kids are in the same class. We'll work on this.
It could be good.
I can think of a
banter,
few.
they'll fit.
I can think of a few. Well, let's look forward now to next week, the finale
Yes.
of the show.
Yes.
And we'll get these answers maybe.
Which is we heard is 2 half hours, like the first
Yes.
episode. So it'll be an hour long, 2 half hours back to
Good.
back.
So
Good.
let's predict.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I predict Vanessa will be back. That's for you.
And I predict that this is Hunter Tyler's exit. I think that this accident that happened is going to be like what takes her away from this project.
Oh, really?
And is Vanessa going to fit into a role? Is that
Could
possible?
be.
Make it younger?
Could be. I wouldn't be shocked.
But what about all those dresses she
I know. What about the St. John's?
If I was them, I'd wheel all those 2 clothing racks into her hospital room.
You can have this back now.
Yeah, I predict it's all a big joke on me that you guys know, Lindsay knows, everyone else you talk to knows. Crystal, Vanessa's not coming back, but you just keep me.
There's a
guessing
hashtag
those
don't
are-
tell guy.
Yeah, that's what I predict.
It's a secret
And I'm
one.
going to find out on Wednesday when we speak to the girls, right?
Right?
Yes. Oh, that's right. We didn't mention that. So we have hopefully a little additional footage for you guys for next Sunday's show. We are going to go hang out with some of the ladies from Queens of Drama in Hollywood and do some interviews and chat with them about the season finale and hopefully get some maybe predictions of what's to come and all that good stuff. So you want to make sure you tune into us next week so you can watch that.
And as far as I know from you guys, the whole cast will be there, right? We're going to
Except
speak
for
to
Hunter.
Donna.
Hunter will not be there.
We're going to speak to Vanessa
Vanessa,
will be there.
yep.
I mean, so next week's a must-watch because we're going to be chatting to all the ladies. So if you guys
Right.
have questions out
It's
there,
the unofficial reunion special.
yeah, I love those bits.
Yeah, tweet us any questions you might have.
It's a special event for sure. Yeah, let us know what you want to know.
Yeah.
We'll ask. your question.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to be driving from Orange County and peak out, so I would love people to just send me some tweets asking some questions just to make my time and I can't go faster before I speak to them.
For shizzle.
And so it'll be a must-watch next week. The hour finale with clips about we chat to the girls, which
and I'll bring my laptop so we can communicate with you again.
Perfect.
I apologize to everybody.
Perfect. All right, guys. Well, if you want to tweet us questions, here's where you can tweet us.
You can tweet me at Lorraine Love, LORAYNELOVE.
And Guy and the Girl Show.
And you can tweet me at Grants__rants. That'll do it for us. We'll be back with the season finale of Queens of Drama.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.